Good evening and welcome to your English news package with radio and television Tonga for the hour. Making headlines, new as the People Representative of Tongatapu 7's request to take his oath in English not approved in Parliament. Tokomalolo Government's Middle School wants first place for Apiako Ma'alahi Award, and the China Aid Agricultural Technology Project continues innovative ways of agricultural farming and livestock. Now for the stories in details. With deliberations in Parliament this morning, there were many member parliaments who did not approve Tongatapu 7's People Representative's request to deliver his oath in English. This was the second agenda in Parliament deliberations this morning, following its adjournment on November 1st. The newest representative of Tongatapu 7, Paula Biveni Piukala, was able to finally deliver his oath in Tongan. This follows many member parliaments who did not accept his request made to the Speaker of Parliament to deliver his oath in English. During the deliberations, Vava'o Noble's representative number 2, Lord Tu'ilakepa, says members of Parliament should respect and obey the standing orders of Parliament. He says every member in Parliament needs to comply with the standing orders of Parliament, and if they do not comply, then they should be removed from Parliament. Meanwhile, Tongatapu 4 People's Representative Mateni Tapueruelu says the People's Representative of Tongatapu 7 followed due process and expressed his opinion. The People Representative of Tongatapu 7, Biveni Piukala, told Radio Tonga News his request is because he believes that there are Tongan words in the oath that is not in line with the oath itself, hence his request to take his oath in the English language. His request was submitted to the Speaker of Parliament, Lord Whakawhanua, who then raised the issue for deliberations by members of Parliament this morning. However, most of the members clarified that the official language used in the Parliament of Tonga is the Tongan language, according to Clause 21 of the Rules of Procedures of the Legislative Assembly of Tonga. There was also a concern by Member Parliament to use Clause 3 of the Standing Orders, which states any of these rules may be suspended in whole or in part by the Legislative Assembly. However, all three new members of Parliament took their oaths in Parliament this morning, including Mateni Tapueruelu from Tongatapu 4, Dulcie Te from Tongatapu 6, and Paula Biveni Piukala from Tongatapu 7. The Prime Minister highlighted significance for schools to maintain clean environments during the Apiako Ma'alahi Awards program today.
The Apiako Ma'alahi program includes the promotion of healthy living and healthy eating. The Prime Minister, who is also the Minister of Education and Training, Honorable Ho'akavameriku, said that this is a good program for children as they get to learn the importance of doing the right thing and living a healthy lifestyle while they are still growing up. This program also changes school environments to become healthy, safe and clean for school children.
Indeed, the importance of healthy lifestyle cannot be overemphasized in today's environment. Stroke, hypertension, diabetes are all common health problems affecting us Tongans. Some risk factors for these diseases include an inactive lifestyle, smoking, and obesity. In addition, poor mental health and unrestrained lifestyle can also affect overall well-being. These habits, if not prevented or addressed when they are young, can cause serious health problems during adulthood. We acknowledge the support from Parents and Teachers Association, Tonga Health Foundations, Ministry of Health, stakeholders and other school communities for their endless support in the schools.
Certificates were awarded to students that won prizes in the program. Tokomalolo Middle School won the gold medal for a third consecutive time in the Apiako Ma'alahi program and will no longer take part in the events as they have maintained a golden standard. Other schools also won gold, as well as silver and bronze. The Apiako Ma'alahi program is led by the Japanese government in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Training and the Ministry of Health, with the aim of promoting healthy living in school settings.
Because of the numerous assistance offered to Tonga from the World Bank, the Ministry of Health has benefited from these assistance, which was very timely during COVID-19. Mark Ake with that story.
The Ministry of Health held a program this morning to acknowledge the numerous assistance that the World Bank has offered to the ministry to help with the operation and services. The program serves to mark the financial assistance from the World Bank that allowed the ministry to purchase much-needed medical equipment. The country director of the World Bank, Stephen Degwa, said that these assistants are part of the World Bank ensuring the resiliency of the Ministry of Health and their operations by helping them purchase the latest medical equipment. These medical equipment include ventilators, generators, and vehicles, to name a few. The Director of Health, Dr. Siale Akawola, said that this equipment has been very useful to the ministry, especially when COVID-19 arrived in the country. Dr. Akawola said that some of the equipment was sent to health centers and hospitals in the outer islands to be utilized. Stephen Degwa will visit the places where the medical equipment that the World Bank helped purchase are located.
The Kingdom of Tonga and the People's Republic of China have been working closely for over a decade to develop and improve the agricultural sector in Tonga. The partnership is through a China Aid agricultural technology project aiming to strengthen technical innovation in various areas of agricultural farming and livestock. Nuku'alofa with its story.
The project has been in Tonga for more than a decade, since 2009, and has been hosting training and promotion functions in the agricultural sector. As such, teams from China have been working in Tonga for a 3 to 4 years term of mission to carry out the project. The last team has departed and the new team has arrived later last month. In an interview with the project coordinator, Mr. Tang, he told Radio Tonga News his new team has well prepared and ready to carry on this ongoing project for the next 4 years. He adds his team will establish the improvement of the agricultural sector through a pig's artificial insemination center, poultry breeding farm, a coconut seedling paste, an edible mushroom cultivation center, and a pig breeding demonstration farm. As such, Tang hopes this will support the Tongan people.
The project will establish and improve pig's artificial insemination station, poultry breeding farm, coconut seasoning base, edible mushroom cultivation center, and pig breeding demonstration farm. It will also deal with coconut forest aging, increase diversity of local health food, support the Tonga people living a higher quality, happy life.
Meanwhile, the team's main co-partner in this project is the Livestock Division of the Ministry of Agriculture. As such, Deputy CEO and Head of the Livestock Division, Anna Bifiletti, told Television Tonga News that the project has greatly impacted the people of Tonga.
The Tongan people, although the chicken program we are not able to accommodate, but with the help of this company, of the Chinese Agrotech project, I'm very, very grateful. And we have drawn in the farmers, especially community groups and women groups on this program. And we are very thankful and very, very appreciative of this assistance. On the artificial inseminations of pigs, we have a long list of people, a waiting list for the program, and at the same time, we are continuing conducting trainings for farmers on for observation on when the pigs are ready for AIs. And we will continue working together with the Chinese project. Also with the biogas, we have lots of farmers coming in, but we hope in the near future it will also be continued by but there are lots of small issues that needs to be solved.
This new team has been stationed in various sites and areas of profession, such as the Vaini Farm, the Demonstration Complex Center at the Bo College, and also the farm at Vava'o. It is understood that the People's Republic of China has been working collaboratively with the government of Tonga in not only bilateral relationships, but also in the empowerment of the agricultural sector in the kingdom. From the project Demonstration Complex Center from the Bo College, I am Nuku'alofa for Radio and Television Tonga News.
And the Australian Ambassador for Women and Girls, Ms. Christine Clark at CSC, is visiting Tonga for the first time this week since taking up the position in January 2022. Nuku'alofa again with that story.
The Australian High Commissioner to Tonga, Her Excellency Rachel Moore, in a press release says her office is delighted to have the Ambassador for Women and Girls in Tonga this week to highlight some of the great programs to deliver strong women in leading at all levels and male champions helping to take this agenda forward. While in Tonga, Ms. Clark will meet a range of stakeholders in the public and private sectors to discuss shared priorities for progressing gender equality and women's empowerment. Her program will include meetings with women leaders in business and civil society, with partners implementing key programs that address key issues such as women's leadership and representation of gender-based violence. Vaifonatu Pola for Radio and Television Tonga News.
Sports news with Mark Ake, brought to you with the kind sponsorship of Pacific Timber and Hardware.
The national netball team, the Dala, will arrive in the kingdom next week. The Dala, who remain unbeaten this year, will be in the country for 1 week, from the 3rd to the 13th of December. The CEO of the Tonga Netball Association, Sartis Fa, said that the team will arrive with the coaching staff and management and will take part in a special camp dubbed as Foki Api, or Visiting Home Camp and Tour. The players will pay their respects to the royal family, the government, related stakeholders, and the people of Tonga. The team will arrive on the 3rd of December, which is a Saturday, and they will attend a prayer service at the Free Wesleyan Church Centenary Church the next day. On Monday, the 5th of December, they will participate in a March for Jesus program, and a float parade will be facilitated by the Ministry of Internal Affairs later that day. On Tuesday, they will visit different schools throughout Tonga. Then on Wednesday, they will run netball training sessions. Thursday is a day they will visit the Royal Palace. On Friday, they will conduct more training. Then on Saturday morning at 9, they will be split into teams mixed with local players in exhibition matches at the Atele Indoor Stadium. Later that day, they will be treated to a feast at the Queen Salote Memorial Hall. On the second Sunday of December, the 11th, they will attend their final church service. Monday the 12th will be the corporate Black Tie Gala at the Tanoa Hotel, which serves as a fundraiser for the team's expenses for the World Cup next year. They will depart the country the next day. The Dala are now 8th in the world in netball after winning 3 consecutive competitions this year, including the World Cup qualifiers.
To be honest, it feels surreal. Waking up to such pleasant news this morning that Tonga has now jumped one place to be ranked 8th in the world. It's so real, but at the same time, this has been earned through blood, sweat and tears. So I believe Dala deserve this placing because of all the hard work that many have put into this. But overall, just very surreal and just overwhelming and grateful for the talent of our children that have come back to give back to the country. It's the best feeling.
Shisfa talked about how it felt that the Dala are now 8th. The top 10 netball teams in the world has Australia ranked 1st, New Zealand 2nd, 3rd England, Jamaica 4th, South Africa 5th, Malawi 6th, Uganda 7th, Tonga 8th, Wales 9th, and Scotland at 10. The stage is set for the Tongatapu Rugby Tournament quarterfinals, which will be held this weekend. The quarterfinals will go down this Saturday at the Up4O Rugby Fields. At 9:30 in the morning, Tolo Old Boys will take on the Prisons Warden team. This will be followed by the Maris clash with the Liahona Old Boys at 11 in the morning. The curtain raiser will go down at 12:30 midday, which will see Hule from Nuku'alofa versus Ngahaugola. The main events will see the reigning champions, the Kolomatua Eagles, take on the Ngele'ia Warlords. Meanwhile, the Tonga National Tag Association began their tag tournaments yesterday for those in the under 16 and 18 age groups, as well as for adults. This tournament is held every Tuesday and Thursday at the Up4O Rugby Fields and will conclude in January.
Now, before we part, here's a final look at tonight's top stories. Newest, the people representative of Tongatapu 7's request to take his oath in English not approved in Parliament. Tokomalolo Government Middle School won first place for Apiako Malahi Award today, and the China Aid Agricultural Technology Project continues innovative ways of agricultural farming and livestock. That's it for tonight. Thank you for your company. I'm Malia Gutenbell. Have a blessed evening.